Hi everyone, this is Tiffany with Raising House and Home. Good morning. I am here with a different type of grocery haul and I will explain in just a second. So grab some coffee, grab some tea, and spend your Sunday morning with me. So this grocery haul that I am showing you is our monthly items. So I've started to break things up for my budget into items that we buy every month to items that we buy weekly. So for this grocery haul, this is my first grocery haul for February of 2023. I can't believe it's already February. But I am going to do it this way because it really helps me keep on track with my budget. And I want to show you guys a different way to budget your groceries. So I'm going to get started and then I will show you the breakdown of what I spent. And I will show you the chart that I'm going to be using so that maybe you guys can get some ideas for your shopping trips. And if you haven't subscribed yet, YouTube has done a purge and has unsubscribed some people. I did get to my 3,000 goal and went over my 3,000 goal, and then overnight they dropped. So if you want to stay subscribed, just take a peek and see if you have been unsubscribed, because I guess that is something that YouTube does or has been doing, and I am not the only one who has been affected by that. But I would like for you to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I put up all these new videos. That way you don't wonder where I am. So on to the groceries. So I guess we could start over on this side. So we go through about two of these, I think it's a 16 pack. We go through about 16 packs of toilet paper a month. Sometimes we don't. So if we have a little bit that carries over to the next month, that will be fine. But about every 2 weeks, I need to get a package of toilet paper. So I added this to my monthly chart because toilet paper is something we will always need. And that way I can kind of keep track of, to make sure that I have a month's worth of certain items in our home. So I got 2 of these packages of toilet paper, and they are the Great Value brand, which is the Walmart brand if you guys are not familiar with that. And then I also got a bag of cat litter, and this is a 25-pound bag. Usually I don't show this because I don't have enough room on the table, but now I do. And I do go through about a bag a month. And the reason why I only go through a bag a month is because I scoop the cat litter. We have more than one cat box. So I scoop all the boxes daily. I've made it part of my morning routine before showering and all of those things. I go to where the cat boxes are and I scoop them out. So even though it's clay and not the scoopable cat litter, I can still scoop out the waste product. Like even like the urine, it does still kind of clump up a little bit so that you can scoop it. And that is how I only go through one bag of cat litter, and it's easy to clean, easy to keep up and maintain. But you definitely would want to do it every day to extend the life of your cat litter. So I only go through one bag, and I made sure I got this bag for this month. And then for cat food, it has been difficult for me to get the cat food that my cats like. And sometimes they have just been sold out of everything except for smaller bags. So I've done some research because I usually use the Purina cat chow. And since the pandemic, I've noticed that my cats are getting way more dander, and that they always seem hungry even though they've already ate. So that is something that's new that just started happening after the pandemic, and like during the first time that they were without like their favorite cat food, like when the cat food crisis or the pet food shortages happened. So they're all getting this standard that they never had before. So I did some research and I found that some of it can be due to food. So I'm wondering, and I don't come and sue me, Purina. I don't know for sure, but I'm just wondering if they've changed the recipe. I think that's the legal way I can say that. Maybe they've changed the recipe to a less expensive ingredients, or they've added maybe something to the food that my cats just are not reacting well to. So I did a little bit of research because I do not want to spend a fortune on cat food. I know there are some people that do, and if you do, that's fine. But I did some research about Meow Mix, and it seems that this has got really good ratings, and I'm just going to give it a try. I'm going to mix it with their Purina right now so that they don't just get new food all at once, because I've heard that that can cause some digestive upsets. So the 30-pound bag was much cheaper per ounce than, I think it's a 20 or 25-pound bag that I buy of Purina. So we're going to give this a go. I probably normally wouldn't have bought the big bag for something new, but I think they're going to handle it okay. So I just kind of took a leap of faith there. Plus they didn't have the Purina in stock. So last time that happened, I ordered it and they said it would be here the next day, and it just did not. It took about a week to get here. So I guess having some food is better than no food at this point. So I did grab this 30-pound bag, and we'll see how they like it. I'll keep you guys posted in case you're thinking about changing your animal's food. And then I did get another of these 60 count large white eggs. Now I put this on my monthly chart, and there are some times that this will last us a month. There are other times when it does not last us a month. So my hope is we can make it last a month. But I was surprised the price went down a little bit on this. I should have got two, I'm thinking, at that point, because I think it was almost like a $5 savings. But I just got one for the sake of my list and my fridge space. So definitely got some of those. And then just kind of like the eggs, this will usually last us a month. But there have been times, depending on what my recipes are and what the kids are into that month, that this will not last me for a full month. My hope is it will. I'm going to use a little bit less cheese when I'm cooking, things like that. Because as it melts, you really don't need a whole lot anyway. It's going to cover more surface. So I'm going to start kind of experimenting with that. And this is a 5-pound bag of the Fiesta blend. We use it for everything. If you have seen any of my other videos, you will recognize this bag. So this hopefully will be our month of cheese. Now we have other cheeses. We have like pepper jack slices and things like that. But this is just more of my go-to kind of catch-all cheese that I will use. And then I got 2 of the yogurts because I have noticed that we only go through about 2 a month. Now, sometimes the kids will get on a kick where they want this for snack. They add maybe some granola, or they'll add some chocolate chips or M&Ms to it. And then I would use up some more. But normally we only use 2. So these are some items that will last through the whole month for expiration. So I don't mind buying them ahead of time, and it's nice to have those staples on hand for the month. And then of course we have this tin of coffee. Again, this lasts us a month plus. Sometimes if my husband takes more coffee to work, then it will only last for that month, which is fine. We will get another tin. So I grabbed that for this month. And then I also have my collagen. This lasts me a month and a few days usually. So since this is February, this will probably last a few days into March. and I will have a little bit of extra, which is fine. So I grabbed a jar of that. And then I also got this instant breakfast. This has 22 packs in them, but I have been halving them. So I will get 44 days or so, unless the kids have a pack out of this. So maybe a month, month and a half, and that will be good to go. So I grabbed that for the month. And then, of course, ketchup. I hope that they will only go through this one bottle a month, but I know that's probably not feasible. Since this is only our second month doing this, I can still kind of work on it, and there's always room for improvement. So we're just going to see if we can use a little bit less ketchup. A lot of it goes to waste. They put it on the plate, they put a lot on, and then don't use it all. So we're going to work a little bit on not wasting food. So hopefully this will be for our whole month's supply. And then I did get a little thing of honey. I haven't been using it as much as I would like because I haven't been making that much salmon and things like that, but I would like to get back into that and buy at least one a month. And so I made sure to grab just this little container, and we'll kind of see, again, we're in this new phase of trying to learn exactly what we need. So we will see how that works out. And then of course we had to get our dishwashing powder. This lasts us for a month, definitely, at least for the month. So I know I'll be buying at least one of those boxes every month. And then I also got our laundry soap. Most of the time this is gone at the end of the month. I may have a few loads left for the next month, but not usually, especially like when I wash blankets and the sheets and things like that, then it goes pretty quickly. So those are the items that I got this month. I do have a few other items on my sheet. I just didn't need them for this month's haul, which is great for me because it kind of helps me with my budget. So I'm going to show you the breakdown of how much everything costs and show you my new sheet. And I'm going to show you my February meal plan. That's also something that I'm going to be doing every month, kind of new. The first grocery haul of the month, I will show you my monthly meal plan and our monthly haul. So I'm really excited to start the new year with some new ideas. So I will show you my sheet right now. So this is what I have created so far, and I just had enough room for the 4 months. Once April is done, then I will do another one for the next 4 months. And I also wanted to make sure that this is going to work before I put more effort into it. So I figured this would be a good 4-month trial run. So I put the monthly item, the price, and then the months there. So the cat food was $23.34 for the small 20-pound bag in January. And then I spent $24.98 on the Meow Mix 30-pound bag. And then the cat litter stayed the same in the price. The reason why you can see just the check marks for January is because I started this in January. So all those prices that you see were the January prices. So I didn't really need to make any amendments to that. So the cat litter was $5.28. The toilet paper was $23.24, same price as January. We did not need shampoo, conditioner, or Dial soap because I bought the large containers of them, and like the 12, I think it was a 12 pack of the Dial soap in January. So we are not needing those just yet. And then laundry soap, I thought we weren't going to need, but we did. So I did pick that up. The dishwashing soap was $4.72, the same price. And my collagen weirdly went down 1 penny. So we got that. And then the coffee was the same price. The instant breakfast stayed the same. And you can see here where the eggs dropped. So in January, the 60 count was $23.42. But this month in February, it was only $18.12 for the 60 pack. So I was pretty happy with that. And then my tortillas, I know that I always will have them every month. And they last a really long time for their expiration date, but they didn't have any in stock. So I will have to add that to my weekly haul for next week. And then yogurt for 2 of them was $11.16. That stayed the same. And the cheese stayed, oh, actually, the cheese didn't stay the same. They went up 20 cents. So the cheese went up 20 cents since January. The ketchup stayed the same. Ranch dressing, I bought 2 of the big containers last time. I bought one of the big container, and then I had some of the spicy ranch still available. So I did not need any this month. And you can see the honey price went down from $6.34 to $4.84. So I'm glad that I got that. And then I have a miscellaneous thing here. That's for things like if I need a new toilet bowl brush, toilet bowl cleaner, anything like that that we may need that isn't on this list. I just wanted to have that built into the budget because you know there are times when things will pop up and you have to grab it because you're out of something. So I want to make sure that's in there. So far that hasn't happened in these last 2 shopping trips. So in January, I paid $227.57. And of course that also included pretty much everything on this list, and I didn't have to do that this time. So this time it was only $170.56 for my total of the monthly items only. This is not my weekly like meals and things like that. So now I'm going to show you the February meal plan that I have set up, and I will explain that as well. So I created this document just on the Google Docs, and it starts out with just lunches and dinners. And I am still using the stuff out of my freezer. I will post a link up here in the corner for my basement tour, my basement grocery store tour, where I showed like my freezer and how we're trying to clean it out. So most of these meals, the meats and the vegetables and things like that, are coming from my freezer. So for lunch on Wednesday is French toast, which we just had, the chicken burgers and fried rice and green beans. French toast on Thursday, which we had left over, meatball subs and carrots on Thursday, which was yesterday. Today is Friday, so homemade chicken nuggets and pizza is tonight. And then on Saturday for lunch, we're going to have leftover pizza and Brinner, which is breakfast for dinner, with homemade chicken sausage, which I've already made, which is going to be for tomorrow night. And then we have leftover Brinner and chicken rice casserole with biscuits for Sunday night. That's a really good Sunday night meal. It's supposed to be super cold this weekend, so that will be nice to warm up with. And then starting the new week, I have tuna cheese melts for lunch, spaghetti and garlic slices. For lunch on Tuesday, peanut butter and jelly or egg salad, whichever one they choose, and tacos / barbecue chicken, because I have one child that does not like tacos. So with the meat, I will just add sauce to it and they can have that on the side. And then we have Wednesday omelets and toast for lunch. I guess it's more of a brunch. And then sweet and sour chicken and rice for dinner. We have quesadillas and chicken with wine and cream sauce on Thursday. Friday, we have ham salad sandwiches, and that is from the Easter ham that I have left over in the freezer. I'm going to throw that into the food processor and make some sandwiches, and then, of course, our homemade pizza. And it's kind of redundant, but leftover pizza on Saturday. We're going to have pork and potato salad and like barbecue type meals on that night. Then we come down to another Sunday, and I'm going to make some noodles and some like fruit cocktail type thing for lunch. And then we have the Super Bowl food, and that is a lot of food, which is going to add to my budget this month. And then for lunch on the next day, we always do Super Bowl leftovers. And then we're going to have Korean beef and rice for dinner. We have sausage burritos for lunch on the 14th, cheeseburgers and homemade onion rings on that date. And then we have leftover burgers, and then we're going to have glazed chicken with au gratin potatoes on the 15th. The 16th, we have chicken salad or PB&J because some of my kids don't like chicken salad, and tacos and barbecue chicken, beans, and rice for that dinner. And then, of course, we have our French toast and pizza for Friday. Saturday, leftover pizza for lunch, and chicken croquettes with roasted potatoes on the 18th. And on the 19th, we have ramen and fruit cocktail. We have sloppy joes on the Sunday the 19th. And I will be adding probably coleslaw and things like that that's not listed. And then we have mac and cheese and hot dogs for lunch on the 20th, cheddar chicken and mashed potatoes. See, I didn't really look into that well. Now they're going to have a lot of cheese that day. So that's something that I need to work on for March's menu so that doesn't happen again. And we're going to have tortilla pizza and cheese-filled meatballs. Of course, again, there's a lot more cheese there. Chicken nuggets for lunch, spaghetti and meatball leftovers. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of leftovers here for the meatballs. They'll have probably like a sauce to dip it in. And then the next night I will do spaghetti and use the meatball leftovers. Then on the 23rd, we have omelets and fruit and chicken stir fry with rice. On 24th for lunch, we have the leftovers or sandwich, whatever they want to choose. And then pizza, of course, Friday night, leftover pizza on Saturday. And then we're doing another Brinner. Our kids really, really like Brinner. And then, of course, we're going to have more Brinner leftovers on Sunday for lunch. And then chop suey for dinner. And then tuna melt with soup for lunch. And bacon wrapped chicken for dinner. 28th, last day of February, we're going to do Kids' Choice for lunch. So you can kind of go through the pantry and our fridge and see what we have and decide what they would like to have. And then we have tacos, beans, and rice for the last night. And then over here on the list, I make little notes as I'm going. So for shopping, these are extra things I have to add to my weekly list. So tortilla wraps. Then I also have like hamburger buns. I'm going to need some extra onions, possibly some extra cheese, and of course bread for all the sandwiches. And over here you'll see that I have the fruit, the apples, bananas, blueberries, veggies. I have carrots, frozen, other vegetables that are frozen, and I also have some zucchini. So I didn't add all the different veggies and fruits into all of these meals, but they will be included in there. It's just that I have a whole bunch still in the freezer, and it's one of those things where I don't like to plan everything out to a T. It's nice to be like, okay, are we in the mood for bananas today? Or are we in the mood for apples? Do we want some blueberries with our, with our Brinner, whatever. So I like to keep that more creative, I guess, and more of a surprise, and have that go more towards what we're feeling that day. So as long as I have them in stock and I have them in my pantry or in my fridge and freezer, then I can definitely pick them out. And of course we have canned peaches and canned fruit cocktail, things like that as well. So for our Super Bowl food, we have sweet and sour meatballs, pinwheels, kielbasa, we're gonna make some guacamole, salsa, which I already have, chips, cupcakes, the IBC root beer and cream soda. I make finger sandwiches, and I'm going to pick up some toothpicks, paper plates, and napkins for that. So that usually makes a lot of food, and that's why I tend to put it down as also lunch, Super Bowl leftovers. Oh, and I forgot to put, I also make mac and cheese in the crock pot, potato salad, and usually like a elbow macaroni type salad. So I have to add that there as well. So even though right here it says Super Bowl leftovers for lunch, there may be some leftovers even for the next day, the 14th, on Valentine's Day with the burritos. So we'll see how much we have left over before we make that decision. But at least we'll have the burritos planned in case we don't have 2 days worth of leftovers. So I just wanted to show you, this is what it looks like. And then next month I will do March in the same sort of fashion. And so far, like I said, today's Friday, so the last 2 days have worked out really well. And it's been nice to just look up, and for instance, the chicken sausage, I made homemade chicken nuggets today. So at the same time, I made that sausage. So it was less mess, and now I know that they're already cooked and ready to go. No chicken went to waste, and the extra mess in my kitchen was done just one time. My food processor is cleaned and put away, and I don't have to do it tomorrow. So I'm really, really looking forward to being this organized for the next couple months at least, and see how it works for our budget and for our time. So I highly recommend this system if you have the availability. If you can't do a whole month ahead, just do a week ahead, 2 weeks ahead, whatever you can do. You'll be surprised how much you can be like, okay, this is what I'll have for leftovers. I'm going to turn it into this for dinner the next night. And it has been amazing so far. So I hope that this will help you guys too. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys were able to find a few helpful tips here that you can implement in your life and that will help you with your budget, because I know right now times are really, really difficult, and between not having enough time and also not having enough money because inflation has just impacted us so much. And I hope that you will click like below if you did like this content, so that YouTube will know that I'm here. And I will see you guys next week. I always have it at least Thursday and Sunday. Some Tuesdays I'll put up like a vlog or a recipe or something creative, but my 2 big days are Thursday and Sundays. So I hope you'll join me then. Hope you're happy, safe, and healthy. And until next time, bye everyone.